But we have a special guest back in the studio with us right now.
We certainly do. James Van Hest.
Absolutely. Welcome back to the studio, James.
Thank you.
Mate, cracking song.
Thank you.
We heard before. So,
Thank
sorry to cut you off here,
No,
Albie,
please.
but that was all you.
Yep.
Each of the instruments.
Yeah. All the
vocals,
writing. Yeah. I wrote
and
everything.
the writing.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. I asked you back back in the green room, your vocal influences, where have they sort of derived from? And you know, with the grunge, I guess, I mentioned I've probably got a couple of ideas where you might have picked up some, but yeah.
Well, I mean, at first, when I was first doing the demos before I was in the studio, I'd just do my best Brian Johnson impression.
And you do it well.
Yeah, well, when we went into the studio, the producer, he said, well, you can't sing like that because someone's already doing it. So, you know, I had a couple of days to sort of come up with a more unique thing, and that's just what I came up with.
A variant. So only a couple of days to get that variant. It's a great variant.
Yeah, well.
Come across very well, are we?
Absolutely. Your musical influences?
Mainly AC/DC, yeah.
Yeah.
Just that's the biggest one, you know. I could say others, but I mean, if you saw me room, you wouldn't think there's any others.
And your love of Akadaka, that's right from the early Akadaka or more Brian Johnson onwards?
Oh, everything, you know.
Yep.
I like all of it, you know.
Yeah. Bon Scott was probably a little bit before your time, but still a fantastic influence in Australian rock and roll in general.
And everyone here claims that Angus Young went to their high school.
He went to mine.
Oh, well, of course, yeah, and mine.
No, he was in Blacktown.
He must have got expelled
though.
a lot.
Yeah, Blacktown somewhere.
No, he just didn't show up.
That's true.
He was playing hockey with his guitar.
Just made guest appearances. Yeah, that was it. So, your end goal is to basically make a living out of music.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're saying off air before you've got a couple of albums still waiting to be done.
I've got another 3.5 albums already written. As soon as I save up, it's straight to the studio, and so I can get that done. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well done, mate. That's dedication. It's great to see young folks coming up through the ranks and not only writing but producing and funding their own gigs. So, mate, well done. I wish you all the best of fortune.
And as you said to me off air, I mean, if you got the big break, well, hey, fantastic.
Yeah.
But
My name's Sandy.
If it's enough to get live on, do something you love for a living.
Yeah,
that's the.
Yeah, because then you're not working. Then you just
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say. If you love what you're doing, it's not work.
Yeah.
So yeah, mate. All the best, mate. Well, from what I've heard off the first song, we've got a young fella here worth listening to down the tracks.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So again, we can check you out on all the music.
Yep. Any music platform should be on there. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So, what's this next song we're going with, James?
This is the first full-length song that I actually put together. It's called Tightrope.
Excellent. James Van Hest, right here on SWR 99.9.
That's a wrap. Good way to throw in his name at the end there, Albie. I wasn't quite sure I was going to have to dive over the top here.
Any particular the last three for the last hour?
Go around and have a look.
Well, I know what three there is. It's hard to decide because I'm a bit biased because I like them all. You know, I won't release something that I don't like. You know, but I've had a couple songs where I've been like, I'll put that to the side. You know, and then I'll go back and rework on it and get to a point where I like it.
Yeah. We used to do that a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Well, I mean, the quickest that I wrote a song from start to finish was 3 hours. If you can believe that or not, but I'll come up with a riff one day and just record it to my phone and then go through the riffs on there and go, I'll work on that one today and start working on it. And, when it's happening, it's happening. So
the luxury of having something with you when you think about a riff, something with you to, even to hum it in.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter, whistle it, it doesn't matter, you get that.
Well, we didn't have that back in
Oh,
our day.
man,
We had to
remember-
muck around with a cassette player. If
Yeah,
we wanted
yeah.
to record something off the radio, we had to sit there and quickly hit the record button.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not the song I want. Delete, go back, erase, wait. You know, it was absolutely shocking days. 8-track recordings. But now, you know, you've got the technology and
Yeah.
things like that. We can be humming away on the train.
Yeah, well, I still like all that kind of stuff. I've got cassettes and vinyls and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're worth money now.
Yeah.
Old Sony Walkmans. Still got a couple of those lying around somewhere.
Yeah, I don't play guitar, but I used to just now and again, just come up, just something to come up and it'd be had nothing, and you reckon I'd remember it an hour later.
Yeah, sometimes if I don't put it on my phone straight away, it'll be 10 seconds and I'm like, oh no, that's not what it was humming for.
Exactly.
But you doing what? Picture or video?